Principally will be very similar, but there'll be nuances. Like every year, we always add something a bit different. It's been an interesting pre-season because it was competition first, and then it was an evolution for the second half of pre-season. And there's some things now we're seeing with the Michael Bordismos, things that we're seeing with Mihal, things that we're seeing with Kanija that we've not necessarily had before. So I'm excited to see now how that translates into performance. There's players that always move on, and especially from a championship winning team, it's always tough to say goodbye, but very thankful for the memories, for Klompy, for Charlie Trafford, Malcolm Shaw, Lowell Wright. They were all, Willie Akio, these guys were a good part of our history. But now, like we say, as a young club, we're now making new memories, and when leadership leaves, it creates space for others to come through.
For me, was only one thing. I wanted to sign a longer deal, and there was my head at, and glad it worked out. It was a little bit tough with Tofa and Tommy sometimes, but we made it work, and I'm happy now. We have for sure confidence after CONCACAF, but we know also yeah, it's a long season, it's a marathon, not a sprint, I think we ready for that. We have the players for that, and yeah, just excited to start the season after this 4 months of kind of pre-season with in and out like competition and then pre-season again. We just all, I think, happy to start the season right now.
Well, success becomes addicting, and when you're lifting trophies and tasting champagne, I think you all like that feeling. So that's what you have to remind them when you do the hard pre-season session, when you go through the grind, when you go through a run of maybe not picking up as many wins as you like. And I think last year we only won 3 games in the first half of the season, and that was tough. But what it did, it built resilience. And I think if there's anything I know with this group, is we're a strong group. And on our best days, as we've shown, whether it be playing the Pumas, whether it's Forge or the Whitecaps, anybody that's a really tough opponent, we know our best can take on anybody. What our job as a coach and our culture is to bring the best out, because we want to chase more trophies. We want to chase new records. And I think that's the exciting thing when you return back to the season.